Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something with an uncertain outcome. It's a natural human response to stress and can manifest in various forms. While a certain level of anxiety is normal and even beneficial, excessive anxiety can interfere with daily life. I'm Sinta Ebersohn. Anxiety is prevalent in my work with clients who are facing adversities or going through traumatic events, even those I help to uncover unresolved past trauma. You can learn more from me if you sign up to Get Up and Grow, my online community, who has access to all the educational content I create as a mentor. Bessel van der Kolk, who is a famous psychiatrist and an author known for his work on trauma and PTSD, wrote this: "Traumatized people chronically feel unsafe inside their bodies. The past is alive in the form of a gnawing interior discomfort." Anxiety can affect us in many subtle and overt ways. Here are some real-life examples of common ways people procrastinate due to anxiety. Delaying or avoiding making or answering calls due to fear of confrontation or rejection. Putting off important tasks, especially those that seem overwhelming or difficult. Struggling to make decisions and constantly second-guessing oneself. Excessive use of social media as a distraction from tasks that cause anxiety. Spending too much time planning to avoid taking action. Using cleaning as a way to avoid the tasks that cause anxiety, or organizing to avoid those tasks. Using food as a way to cope with stress and avoid dealing with anxiety-inducing tasks such as overeating or binge eating, or even starving oneself. Delaying tasks because you feel they need to be perfect when you're a perfectionist. Binge watching to avoid responsibilities. Spending time browsing, purchasing items online as a form of escapism. And constantly researching options without really ever making any decisions. Finally, completing less important tasks to feel productive while avoiding the significant ones. Anxiety can stem from various sources, often interconnected. And here are a few common reasons people experience anxiety. A family history of anxiety disorders can increase the likelihood of developing anxiety. Imbalances in neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine can increase anxiety. Long-term stress from work, relationships, or even other areas can cause anxiety. Experiencing traumatic events can lead to anxiety disorders. And certain personality types, such as those who are highly sensitive or perfectionistic, can be more prone to anxiety. There are environmental factors also, like stressful or unstable living conditions, that can cause anxiety. And medical conditions, such as chronic illnesses or severe health issues, can cause the same thing. Misuse of drugs or alcohol can also cause or exacerbate anxiety. Very important, lack of sleep, because poor sleep hygiene definitely contributes to anxiety. Poor nutrition does the same. Diets lacking essential nutrients can contribute to anxiety. And of course, financial problems, stress related to money and financial security, and social pressures like high expectations from society or even peer pressure are also things that can cause or make anxiety worse. Anxiety is a universal human experience, but cultural attitudes and approaches toward it can vary significantly across different societies. And there's a lot we can learn from them when it comes to dealing with anxiety. For example, in Western cultures, there's often a focus on individualism and self-reliance, which can sometimes lead to stigmatization of mental health issues such as anxiety. However, these issues have experienced an increasing awareness and destigmatization in recent years due to many efforts all over the world. So there's more emphasis on seeking therapy and support these days compared to in the past. Many Eastern cultures place a strong emphasis again on collectivism and familial or community support systems. So they have traditional practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and holistic healing methods that are often integrated into daily life. And those serve as ways to manage anxiety and to promote well-being. Many indigenous cultures often have rich traditions of storytelling, rituals, and ceremonies that provide a sense of belonging and connection to the natural world. And healing practices may involve ceremonies led by spiritual leaders or elders. And all of this emphasizes the importance of community and connection to the land. And that helps to keep anxiety levels at a minimum. Many African cultures often emphasize the interconnectedness of individuals with their communities and their ancestors. And their spiritual beliefs and practices may play a significant role in addressing anxiety with their rituals and their music and their dance that are all used as forms of healing and expression. In many Latin American cultures, they often have a strong sense of familial bonds and community support networks. Their spiritual practices, such as Catholicism or indigenous beliefs, may intersect with traditional healing methods, including herbal remedies and ceremonies. In Nordic cultures, who are known for their emphasis on social welfare and egalitarianism, they often have robust mental health support systems in place. And outdoor activities and connecting with nature are commonly valued as ways to alleviate stress and anxiety. When we look at indigenous cultures in the Pacific Islands, for example, they often have intricate systems of kinship and communal living. And practices such as hula in Hawaii or kawa ceremonies in Fiji serve as cultural expressions and coping mechanisms for anxiety. So understanding how different cultures approach and perceive anxiety can help reduce the stigma and promote empathy and acceptance for individuals who are experiencing mental health challenges. Remember, no matter where you come from, experiencing anxiety is a normal part of the human experience, and seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Talking about support, if you sign up to join my online Get Up and Grow community, you'll be pleasantly surprised by the wealth of support, resources, and other learning materials you'll get instant access to. So ultimately, managing anxiety involves a combination of strategies tailored to individual needs. Here are some effective strategies. Practicing mindfulness to stay present and reduce anxiety. Physical activity to release tension and boost your mood. Regular exercise is very helpful. A healthy diet where you eat in balanced meals to support your overall well-being will be very effective. Adequate sleep. Prioritizing sleep hygiene for better mental health makes sense. And then we get cognitive behavioral therapy, which is working with a therapist to change your negative thought patterns. And I want to share something with you that Elizabeth Gilbert said. She's an author who's known for her memoir, Eat, Pray, Love. She said, you need to learn how to select your thoughts just the same way you select your clothes every day. This is a power that you can cultivate. If you want to control things in your life so bad, work on the mind. That is the only thing you should be trying to control. Very true words. Other things you can do include deep breathing exercises, techniques like diaphragmatic breathing to calm the nervous system, very effective. And look at your time management. Organizing your tasks to reduce overwhelm and procrastination can go a long way to decreasing anxiety. Setting realistic goals by breaking down large tasks into manageable steps will also help. And writing down your thoughts and feelings to process your emotions, in other words, journaling, is very effective. Connecting with friends and family and support groups to get enough social support will also help. And of course, if you limit caffeine and alcohol intake, it will make a big difference, because reducing substances that can increase anxiety, these substances that are known to increase anxiety, something that you need to do. And finally, seek help from a therapist or a counselor like myself to get the professional help when you need it. In addition to managing anxiety, cultivating resilience is vital in all aspects of your life, because this is what happens. You have many aspects to your life. If you have a problem in one area, it can seem big and overwhelming compared to the rest. But if you're consciously working on all those areas of your life and cultivating resilience, you are not only working on the problem area, you're strengthening everything. So it remains in equilibrium. There remains a healthy balance. Nothing is too big to overwhelm the rest. So you can practice self-compassion and emotional regulation to cultivate emotional resilience. Create a stable and supportive living environment to cultivate environmental resilience. Develop financial literacy and planning skills to develop financial resilience. Engage in continuous learning and mental challenges to cultivate intellectual resilience. Find balance and purpose in your work to cultivate occupational or vocational resilience. Maintain physical health through regular activity and good nutrition to cultivate physical resilience. And build strong, supportive relationships to cultivate social resilience. Connect with your own personal values and beliefs to cultivate spiritual resilience. And finally, foster strong, supportive family dynamics to cultivate a resilient family. Anxiety is a common experience, but with the right strategies, it's manageable. By understanding its causes and manifestations, like I've just discussed, and applying practical techniques like I've just suggested, you can cultivate resilience and you can achieve post-traumatic growth. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. And when you're feeling down or anxious, I invite you to get up and grow with me.